They are the smallest and almost silent victims of the meth epidemic, kids growing up in the filth of meth labs. In a story you will only see here, Denver 7's Russell Haythorn exclusively takes us on a journey of one family's horror story and determination to rescue the children before it was too late.
What if your kids went away to school, but life didn't leave you empty nesting?
It's been unreal.
This is Renee Tyndall's newest blessing.
And they looked at Tim and said, "Are you willing to take the children?" And within 3 hours, we had an emergency hearing.
4 kids rescued from a desperate place.
Makes your heart hurt.
It's still unclear what long-term damage might linger for these toddlers. The abuse was severe. They would go for days without food and weeks without proper hygiene and medical care.
One of the kids got a mouthful of caps, and then one's got a busted tooth.
Tim and Renee's journey begins about a month ago. They knew Tim's sister was a meth junkie. She was even on Alabama's most wanted list. Protective Services had stepped in, and her kids were recently placed with Tim's elderly parents.
They were already wearing out, and they were the safety plan.
So the Tyndalls hopped on a plane bound for Alabama.
I'm such a loving person that I just want to smother them, hug them, but I can't touch them because they flinch.
When Tim and Renee arrived, Protective Services came back out to Tim's parents' home.
And she says, well, if we put you in a hotel, can you take the kids right now?
Just like that, these empty nesters whose kids are in college were parents of young children again.
You do it. We just had to get in the plan of how we're going to do this and how we're going to get them back from Alabama to Colorado.
Fortunately, things fell into place quickly.
We got really lucky. Frontier Airline had like a $50 seat sale or something like that going on, thank God.
This horrific and heartbreaking issue is not isolated to any one area of the country. In Colorado, it's meth and other drugs.
We have heroin use like we've never seen before in Colorado.
In close to 90% of cases where dealing with child abuse and neglect, substance abuse is a piece of the puzzle.
Jade Woodard and Becky Miller-Updike both work with the Drug Endangered Children's Alliance. They say statistics show 1 in 10 children live in homes with drug abuse.
Even die as a result of what's been inflicted upon them. That's roughly 150,000 children in Colorado.
For Tim and Renee, their home office is now a bedroom for 4. The kids all sleep together. It's their defense mechanism. We've blurred the faces of the older kids to protect them from ridicule. Renee admits the learning curve is steep.
You say anything to him and he just snaps at you because he's used to being either yelled at or hit.
But there are also lighter moments, like this one caught on camera, Tim rushing a 2-year-old stinker into the hotel in Alabama for a diaper change. A perfect stranger set up this Facebook page and GoFundMe account for the family. Awards and artwork on the fridge indicate how well the kids are adjusting.
She made friends day one.
A house now full of food, toys, and love. Perhaps there's a reason this nest is no longer empty.
I've always told, don't let the world change your smile. Let your smile change the world.
With photojournalist Peter Lipomi,
This is the safest you've ever felt.
Russell Haythorn, Denver 7.
And sadly, the Tyndalls had to leave the youngest child, an 18-month-old with Down syndrome, in Alabama. Doctors say his heart is not developing and not strong enough for the altitude here in Colorado. If you'd like to donate to the Tyndalls, we've put a link to their GoFundMe site on our website.